Thought I heard somebody say they was a breadwinner. Thought I heard somebody say they was a breadwinner. Thought I heard somebody say they want a breadwinner. Thought I heard somebody say they want a breadwinner.
Hey, what's going on, man? It's LJ, and I'm back with another video on this GbpChf trade breakdown. And I promise you guys, where I went 2 for 1 on this sell opportunity. So let's go ahead straight over to the charts and show you exactly what made me want to take this trade. So as we scroll out to the 4-hour time frame, we're consolidating within this range for a couple weeks, a little bit over a month. What consolidation means is just that we're just bouncing in between this range. As you can see, once it came up here, it sold off. Once it came down here and bought, came up here, sold off, came down here and bought. If you probably look a little better on the 1-hour time frame. So I entered this off of the 1-minute time frame. Reason why I didn't call it out is because it's kind of difficult to enter in or call out trades off the 1 minute, as you have to get in within a couple of minutes, or even seconds, or your risk to reward ratio will be off. So as we look at this buy opportunity right here, started off in London session around 2 o'clock. We started buying off, we started buying from this level, which puts us all the way up to our top, which I have my red right here, which was our 4H sell area. So I'm looking, I'm like, okay, we bought from London session open all the way to London session close, which is strong buy, not much of an exhaustion phase, which exhaustion phase means that we have a huge buy or sell off is going to exhaust down a little bit and continue up. We didn't have much of that on our 5-minute or 15-minute. It's just a strong movement up like this, which is not much of market structure. I mean, that's a huge buy movement. So I'm looking for a nice exhaustion phase as New York session opens up in around 7 o'clock Central Time. So as I drop down to my 1-minute time frame, I'm already knowing I'm at an area where sales have previously been taking place for the past month and a half. So I'm knowing I'm looking for market structure to continue up, which we've been having this momentum up. So we had a higher low, higher highs, then another higher low. So I'm looking for either this level to be broken for a continuation up and retest a continuation up, then break this 4-hour area where we've been selling. If that happens, then it had to be a strong push up. But I know that there's no news happening in GBP or CHF that day. So, I mean, I'm just looking for technicals of market structure to continue. So with that being known, I'm like, okay, this may be creating a double top area. So either this is going to create a double top or we're going to continue up. So if this creates a double top, then I need this level to be broken. And if this level right here is broken, then I'm going to be looking for sell opportunities. Why? Because this is our last lower high. So if this creates a double top, our last lower high has been broken, and this level right here maintains, then I'll be entering and looking for sales. Because market structure then at that point is broken for the upside. So let's roll the tape and see what happens. All right, pause right there. So soon as I seen this is a double top, which is a trade pattern that we like to trade at GbpChf. We're not going to go too much into the market structure of that. You'll learn those things in the VIP group. So soon as this broken, and if I go over to my 5-minute time frame, I see we had a strong engulfing candle right here on our 5-minute where our area was broken. Then we had another break right here on the 5-minute as well. What's the next candle, which is another bearish selling candle right there. So I look back over my 1 minute time frame. I'm like, okay, this looks good for sales. Let's go ahead and enter in. If this level is being maintained, then we're good. I enter in 2 positions on this. So my take profit 1 right here. I'll show you exactly why I put that take profit 1 right there, because on my MA, this is where I'm looking for price to possibly bounce off on my MA on the 5 minute time frame. So I put TP1 right there. Next TP2 right here. Why? Because this is an area where we were consolidating, selling off the day prior. So let's go down. Let's break it down all the way down. So this is nothing but a break and retest of a minor area that we were selling off the day before. So we had a consolidation. Boom. We came back broke. We never came back for a retest. So now I'm looking for a retest of this area, which we were kind of trading in yesterday. So like I said, we had a break. Price was trying to break above this area, couldn't break. Then we finally got the break out. Now we're waiting for a retest. So now all I'm doing is selling for the retest of this area for a continuation back up. So that's why I put my TP2 right there. So let's continue to roll the tape, see what happens. Both positions are entered now. Boom. Still looking good. Finally got that drop. I had an alert. So pause it. I actually had an alert right here. Can't create alerts on replay mode. Okay. But I had an alert right here as well to alert me for the TP1 to be that when it was hit. Roll the tape. Not yet. Boom, TP1 hit. Now we in the blues. We already got one in the bag. Let's see. I'm not scared because I still see market structure being maintained. This area right here where this blue this has to be broken for me to be like, okay, this trade is becoming invalid. But it hasn't broken. All this looks like to me when it came back for a pullback, either a double top or a retest of this area once again to give you a chance to get into this trade once again. So it's giving New York people to get in the trade again. If you see it, you spot it. That's why I'm saying it's going to give you a confidence once you understand market structure to execute once the opportunity presents itself. This is on a 1 minute time frame or 5 minute time frame, so you don't have much time to sit around and wait. And is this a sell? It's a good point to get in. No, you have to be able to identify that. That's what we're trying to develop in the BWFX community. So let's continue to roll the tape. You're still selling off. Boom, TP2 finally hit. And now we're done for the day. So let's see how long this trade actually took. I think it took about 3 hours for it to happen. Let's go see TP1. TP2, yep, right at 3 hours to happen. So you'd have been done for the day in 3 hours. Your take profit, your stop loss would have been about 8 to 9 pips, 8 to 9 pips, 10 pips. So that means you can put, I mean, depending on what your account size, if you have a $500 account size and you trade no more than 5% of that account size, I mean, you had an opportunity to put, what about? So that means you have minimum risk, guys. So 8 to 10 pip stop loss, and you're going for 23 pips. And the next one's 40 pips. I mean, that's a good risk to reward ratio. This is a 4 to 1, and this one is right at 3 to 1, 2.8, a little bit under. And you're in and out of the market, guys, in 3 hours. I mean, And that's what we're teaching, man. Like, keep it simple, keep it clean. Identify the areas and take action. Can't do no more than that. I mean, if you're interested in joining our BWX community, I will leave a link down for the free channel, and also I'll leave a link down as well to join the VIP channel as well. Okay, so let's see. Now that TP1 has been hit, let's continue to see what happens as this plays out. Most people may have been like, okay, I'm just going to ride all the way back down to the bottom, but I know that this is nothing more than a break and retest of this area from the day before. So let's see if we would have just let's see what happened if we would have just held this. Let's see. Let's roll the tape. So now we got our break. We had that retest. Let's see if it's going to break back down. Now we're coming back up. Let's see. It's just been stagnant, stagnant, stagnant. And as we push towards the end of the day, we never did break that. Instead, we came back, and now we've just been sitting in the middle of our take profit too. So that's why it's important to be able to identify your market structure areas, your TPs, what's a good place to take your profits at. And that's why we stress that at BWFS market structure. You need to be able to identify what's going on. So that's why I leave you guys with this here. Like I said, I'll be leaving a link down at the bottom for subscriptions to our free channel and also to our VIP channel, where you'll be learning to set up these things on your own, or either just identify or analyze when signals are being called out. Until next time, I'm LJ. I'm out.